to talk to you about my personal modern morality in comparison to the Holy Bible. In Genesis, Yahweh Elohim commanded Adam in the Garden of Eden not to eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Then, once he ate it, Yahweh Elohim punished Eve and him for doing so. If I told my child when they were 6 months old not to urinate in their diaper, it seems very absurd to expect something for which they haven't been trained or equipped with. Since Adam and Eve didn't contain the knowledge of good and evil, they couldn't make any moral decisions based on their lack of understanding. When I first got to Germany, I wanted to know how to speak to others. I met a man who told me to ask his friend a question. I listened to what he said and simply repeated it verbatim. His friend made a confused face and looked at him in anger. I then asked him what I said because I thought that I had mispronounced his words. That wasn't it. He had told me to call his friend a derogatory name. Then I felt terrible. However, his friend didn't hold me in contempt for repeating what I heard. He looked directly at his friend in anger. From my secular perspective, according to the scriptures, when Yahweh Elohim made humans imperfect and then punished them for it, it's perceived by modern laws as malicious intent. It's at least a confusing morality that may instill fear into humans. However, it certainly didn't win loving favor from Adam and Eve. Yahweh Elohim also mentioned that since Adam took from the tree of knowledge, that he might take from the tree of life and live for eternity. And as a result, Yahweh Elohim sent Adam out of the garden and placed guards around it, as well as a flaming sword that pointed in every direction to guard the path to the tree of life. With that assurance that humans would never be able to live forever, it seems evident that Yahweh Elohim was very intent on punishing its creation for a crime that it couldn't have even comprehended when it committed it. I'm curious to read what your thoughts are on the topic, and I'll talk to you later. Atheus.
On the bonny banks, on the bonny